Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another gaming chat for the Walking Dead survivors here on the LAC Anarchy channel. I'm, as always, your host, the Early Hot Patriot. And for today's episode, we are going to talk about Season 8 of the Walking Dead survivors, specifically Season 8 I'm in right now. While I'm wearing the new black hat. For some reason, it does not seem to, right in this spot, does not want to go upwards anymore. Like, it's almost like somebody bent it down to make it, like, kind of weird and more of, like, a cowboy hattish deal. But, yeah, I picked this hat up yesterday when I was out with my cousins at a place for 50 cents. You know, can't go wrong for a 50-cent hat is what it is. Got a bunch of other stuff there that will hopefully resell pretty soon is what it is as well. But, yeah, we got some good shit over there, man, at the place we went to. So... Anyway, I was last couple of days, people were in the clan though, and the coalition, everything else like that, and our regions, what have you. Basically, trying to form a truce with the side that Killer Bees and all those guys like that are on now is what it is. And I think they finally have come to a truce, basically. Which is outside of the kill events that are going to happen in the rest of the season right now. You basically have people sort of being able to set themselves free and not have to be shielded is what it is outside of these events and whatnot. Obviously, we're currently in, I think, about halfway through a 7-day kill event right now. So, you know, got to keep shielded, and it just kind of sucks. They did an International Women's Day gift yesterday that was a 1-day shield. It was actually a weird set of stuff too. It was a 1-day shield, a single long-range transmission, and then 38 sets of rubies, but they were all 10 sets is what it was. Like, they were all set 10 basically. So it was essentially 380 rubies on that one. And I'm just like, seems like kind of a weird, like, I don't know, man. Like, was there some significance to that or something? Was it supposed to be like the 380th Women's Day being recognized or something? I don't know, man. It was fucking weird. Like, I mean, the ruby set made no sense at all. Like, it should have been several hundred rubies, honestly, at that point. To like 1,000, maybe, even for that matter. But anyway, yeah, the 1-day shield was nice though. I'll use it up at some point here in the coming weeks or whatever, then probably. And yeah. They also, with the last update, did an update where they updated Ruthless Negan, Vengeful Governor, and Call to Arms to White into the actual reward stuff now. So if you get those as like stars and stuff like that, you can actually get theirs what it is. So basically, Andrea in most of the accounts right now is a 4-star, and I was trying to figure out stuff with her and get it done there and whatnot. I really need to get stuff done here in about the next 12 hours or so, give or take. Although I'm very, very tired right now, and I'm probably going to go to sleep here in the next, 40 minutes or so, give or take. The only thing I'm doing right now is basically getting some stuff done currently because I ended up going out with my cousins then yesterday afternoon, and it turned into a whole thing basically where we were out for like several hours and ended up missing a couple of things, a couple of key important things. Obviously, missed that 18 comm in the second account, which fucking pisses me off. Honestly, these people don't understand. People have to actually, do things what it is, and don't really give a fuck about you is what it is then. So, yeah, it just blows, dude. It really fucking does. But, yeah, so basically, the whole point is, though, we got that shit most of the way done, and then we have other stuff being, like, all the way done right now is what it is. And so, yeah, we're in the last day of what you call it right now. I'm trying to get the 60 or 75 in this one right now. And I think I might be able to get it like pretty close actually, because we're at 65 almost right now. We would have 4,000 whenever we can get all our stuff collected, which I just realized I'm not even collecting at all right now is what it is. So need to go send all these dudes out to go collect me some resources and whatnot. So I will do that here momentarily and then go from there basically. And hopefully we can get that done fairly soon. A couple hours, 3-4 hours maybe is what it is. And then I can get the rest of the other stuff done on top of that then, where we can get our things for the day is what it is then. So anyway, but yeah, needless to say, it's been an interesting one. And yeah, apparently from my understanding, I guess there's been at least one clan/coalition that is willing to step up and actually do mirror exchanges with us right now. So that'll be fun. I hope I can get to in the next couple of days. I'll be able to hopefully get my stuff up to at least the top 700 anyway there, because I was pretty close the other day. And it'd be nice to be able to do that, because then I'd be able to have everything where I need it to be right now. So anyway, but yeah, that being said though, it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass it'll be, man. So but if I can get it done, I will get it done, obviously. And then the entire point though right now is to basically get everything completed and, you know, get as much fragmentation as I can here at some point and everything, because need to get those done before the end of the day. Here's what it'll be. And as long as we can get all that finished, we will have the ability to do a whole bunch of shit. Then is what it is. And we'll probably have a 120 Rick in the main account. Then is what it is then. So that should be fun. And on top of that, then we can also have other stuff too, for that matter. So, but yeah, my plan for most of the rest of the day then, with the exception of doing 20 more whatchamacallits eventually, here's what it is basically just getting all this shit done and forcing everything to start to go back to where it used to be is what it is, and get everything good to go is what it'll be then. So, and it should be fun from there is what it is then. But yeah, other than that though, we will be working on that shit obviously for the rest of the day then is what it'll be, and getting those knives all down to where they need to be right now. Getting a whole bunch of for our daily gets, and then eventually it'll be us just doing these need to be done is really what it is then. So, and hopefully it'll all work out for the best then. But anyway, so like I said, pretty exhausted right now. My brain is not obviously working like it needs to be, unfortunately, but that's what happens when you don't get a whole lot of sleep, and then you're essentially running on fumes right now is what it is. So I think that's pretty much what it is. I'm going to gas out here in the next, probably, like I said, 20, 25 minutes, maybe at most. I plan on basically ending the stream in probably the next 10 minutes or so, give or take. Maybe less even for that matter. And then going from there is what it'll be. Because I don't need to fall asleep on stream or anything like that again today. But yeah. So essentially what's going to happen is we're going to do that. We're going to do a couple other things, and then we're going to basically go from there and figure out what we need to do right now is what it is. The reason I missed the stuff yesterday was because I was trying to make some money is what it was, to do a couple of things. And obviously one of the things was to start a checking account, which did happen, thankfully. I'm now have my first official checking account for the first time since I think like 2013 maybe or something, 2014, someplace in there. I had one a long time ago is what it was, a few years after I came back from Columbus. The problem was that the fucking dickheads at Chase completely fucked me over, and essentially forced my hand because I guess with them you have to have like a bare minimum balance of some kind is what it is in there. And when I didn't realize I had hit that threshold of like the minimum balance thing or whatever, they decided it was okay for them to start stealing my fucking money out of my account without me knowing it for like the first month or so. And then eventually it became a whole thing where I figured it out, and I'm just like, well, fuck you people then. And I'm trying to take the money out, and they keep fucking me over is what it is. And then they eventually took all my cash is what it is that was left in there, which is like probably like $30 to $40, honestly. And it pisses me off, dude. It really does. Because yeah, they had no right to that money at all for some bullshit fees is what it is then. And fuck them forever is what it is on that one, dude, for real. But anywho, like I said, it is what it is though. You know, I harbor a bunch of ill will towards these people because fuck giant banks is what it is in this country, dude. They are some of the worst people ever is what it is. Now, granted, this place I went to that I thought was a credit union was actually a smaller bank that I think, as far as my understanding is from what the guy was saying here today, or not today, yesterday, when I filled out the paperwork and stuff like that, is they are basically only based in this state is what it is. They have a bunch of branches all over the state of Ohio, and that's all pretty much is what it is then. Or it might be like one of these 2 or 3 state things maybe where it's like Ohio, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, or Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana kind of thing or something like that. But yeah, as far as my understanding is, it's like that would be pretty much it though. If it is anything beyond our state, it's like a couple other states beside us in the direction then. So, but anyway, which is not bad. I mean, it's cool, man. You know, like I said, at least I got something rolling now is what it is, and you know, hopefully we can get stuff done then in the near future it'll be then. So, but yeah, other than that though, I had a good day with my cousins and stuff. We, like I said, got this nice hat from the bin place, and then got a bunch of other good stuff there, and hopefully I can do some reselling stuff pretty soon and start making some real money is what it is then. And you know, maybe not obviously to the price that it's going to be, you know, brand new out of the box kind of thing, because obviously it's not like really brand new out of the box. It's like, you know, slightly used out of the box kind of stuff. But even still, it's like still like I would say close to mint, honestly. In most cases, like the box might be a bit damaged or whatever the case be, but the actual product itself is still in good shape though. So, and hopefully we can actually make some money there is what it'll be then, and you know, like I said, get a little bit of cash flow coming in here would be nice. Being able to do some things and stuff and whatnot, and be essentially able to you know, get enough cash together for something else to start maybe buying into a couple of things in game. Obviously not like the huge things or whatever, but like I don't know, maybe just like a small character buy or something here or there, like the $1 or $5 things that it is then, without having to worry about shit. That'd be nice. But anyway, so basically, the whole point is though is that we have the ability now to do stuff, and hopefully we can keep doing that in the future is what it is, and you know, make a little bit of cash here and there is what it is then. But yeah, it would not be obviously going to bees or anybody like that is what it is then, where they can sit there and just pay like, I don't even know how much it said, it was like $6,000 or something for a fucking vehicle in this game, which is absolutely psychotic is what it is, dude. I mean that for real, like y'all out of your fucking minds for that kind of stuff, dude. But anyway, but yeah, people are actually paying that, dude. Like they are really out of their fucking minds, honestly. And I mean that seriously. Like y'all nuts. So anyway, but yeah, we'll definitely get some stuff here to 60K is what it is for this go around. Like I said, if I can get my other one to 75, that'd be nice. Trying to figure out what my current ranks are currently. Okay. Well, right now, Farmer Bees, as he's calling himself right now, is currently in 15th place. We're under JDC 11, which is the guy that kept hitting us, is what it was. And then, let's see who else is in the top there. Okay, 30, 40, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. So I am currently 57th with my highest account right now. If I can break into the 75 rank, I can actually get into top 40, probably most likely before the end of the day is what it'll be. And like I said, I'll have at least 69. So I'd need like 6K more is what it is then. Which kind of sucks that I missed out on some stuff yesterday is what it was then, because I wasn't able to get, the shit that I needed to get is what it is then. So, but yeah, so that'll be there. My main account right now is currently 87th. And it'll be higher than that, obviously, when we get to past 60,000 then. And then my other account is 107th right now, so hopefully we can get that to have at least 60K then. And that'll be obviously above the 100 mark then, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, before the day is over. So, be nice. Be really nice. $60, $62, $64, $66. But yeah, if we can get that done, then we can get all of our things acquired and whatnot and be able to do some good shit. Here's what it is then. So, and plan of attack right now is to basically get everything we can do done, and then from there it would be just basically, do what needs to be completed for everything and all that good shit. I also realized too last night, or actually late yesterday afternoon into last night, what it was, that my precognitive abilities are returning again. I had not had a, and by that what I mean, obviously, is for those who don't know, since I was a kid, up into my teenage years, when I had obviously going through puberty and stuff like that, is when it stopped for a little bit, and it returned back into my 20s is what it was then. I could see things happen in my dreams before they happened, and then they came true later on. Usually it was like a conversation or something really small like that's what it is or something, but like there was a bunch of ones that led up to Mom's death, and then I hadn't really had anything since then. And then I had one yesterday when I was with my cousins. Then I was realizing, like, I'm not sure exactly how long ago it happened in the dream sequence though, but it was us out eating yesterday, and we were out eating at some Chinese place yesterday then. So I thought that was interesting. I never did check my ticket last night to see if I actually won the lottery or not then. I should probably do that right now. I'm trying to even think where my wallet would be right now though. I think it's in the bedroom actually, so yeah, maybe I'll just do that later then if that'd be the case. But anyway. Actually, let me just go see if it even says anybody hit right now. So, Mega Millions. Let's see, Mega Millions numbers. All right, let's see. What was the numbers though? Jesus. 19, 20, 22, 47, 58, and the Mega Ball was 1. That's wild. I feel like that might have been, like, it's ironic because when we went to go get Chinese, my cousin was talking about playing the fortunes on there. I swear to God, one of the fortunes was really fucking close to that if it wasn't that actual set of numbers. We should have actually waited and got our tickets after that, and then played the fucking fortune cookies, man. Maybe. So anyway, but yeah, it is what it is, man. So my thought process on all of it is basically, get stuff done, get things done, get it done, whatever the case be there. And then obviously for the game right now, it's, do what needs to be done right now. And hopefully we can, come out forward in the future what it is then with something and do a few things here and there. Then is what it'll be. But, yeah, it does kind of suck that I missed out on that one. Well, on the 18 from my second account, obviously, and then that entire set from the thing, which I could have actually sat here for 10 minutes or whatever yesterday if I really wanted to and just done stuff. I didn't really want to keep the guys waiting is what it was then. And it was because we were already kind of late going to where we were going to go to is what it was then. So, and that was when we went over to that place to get the stuff is what it was then. So, which we had gotten there like 10 minutes later. I might not have got this cool hat, obviously, and a bunch of other cool shit. So, yeah. I think it all works out for the best. But, anywho. One thing I will say, though, is it really does suck in these games to be competing against pay-to-wins. Because you can never get ahead against these fucking people, man. Like, ever. Literally ever. So, see, DK, bunch of numbers. Now has Survivor. Arid Shane. How the fuck are you just now getting Shane in season 4, dude? Like, you should have had that, like, many, many, many moons ago. Fucking ridiculous, dude. So, just got a Dwight right there. 6, 10, 12, 14. Nice, I just got my Shane right now. 16, 18, 20. And by that, I mean I just pulled like an actual 50 frag Shane. Because I already had it, obviously. And then I just got my 10 frag Holly on that one, too. So, that's cool. Gotta love that, man. Let's go back to Magnus stuff. Nope, just a 100K thing. That's cool either way. So, yeah, always got to work on that shit if that be the case, man. Be lucky if we can make 45 on this one, actually. Got to get my stuff done here, too, because I got 51 of these to do today, then. Which is a lot, by the way. So... Which, that being said, it does take a little bit of time to do each one, but it's not like a whole ton of time. It's like maybe like 30, 40 seconds at most. So you can get it done in like usually about, half hour to an hour, give or take, maybe. It's just more of a daunting task is what it is. And then, of course, I'm not going to do them right now because I am so tired. If I started... Ooh, shit. Ah, damn. Thing just fell on me. Ah, that hurts like a bitch. Oh, that was that close to the damn edge there. Man, that hurt. But yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna do those right now though, because if I started to do them right now, I'd probably end up falling asleep then and passing out real bad and shit. So I will just work on a bunch of those later today, and 6-8 hours is what it'll be. Then after I take a decent sized nap, then in my bed tonight. So I don't think I've got anything. No, I'm not. So okay. So yeah, I'll do those later then, and get what needs to be gotten off of them then. So let me figure this out right now. 50. is the actual things for this. Okay, it's everybody then. That's good. Yeah, I got 20 Shanes and Ricks and stuff out of the last day of the that 7-day survival challenge today. So that was cool. And I think I put that, I think I put it towards Morgan. So we got 60 more to go for the rest of Morgan before he can rise up. We got 120 more Shanes to get before he can go all the way there. And then if I go for Rick, it would be another several hundred actually, because he's only at a 4-1 right now. Which I think I'm just gonna leave Tomb Raider Lara Croft in place there as a complete 5-star until she would get actually lesser is what it is. Like eventually, if Rick can get like past 5 is what it is, I'll eventually pop him and Laura with each other then. But as it is right now, you basically have double the bestness in this account for the main one because you have Tomb Raider Lara Croft, Tomb Raider Adventure Laura, adding 12% attack to all the fighters. And then you have Morgan adding another 9.5%. And then Shane adding a 9.9% defense increase. So that's cool. And then, of course, we can always get Abraham too in a couple minutes here and get him up to 4 is what it would be when we do that stuff then. So let's see. I said what I have 50 right now that I need to do. So that'd be, figure this out right now, 50. Then we can do one more, I believe, later for stuff. So that'd be 51. Yeah, so we got 51 there. So actually, I think I will just use this up actually right now. So that'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for that. I think that'll take us past 60. Yep, okay, it did. Good. Okay, so we got 51 right now on that one then. So that would be, let's see, every 5 is 25, every 10 is 50, so it'd be 100. Yeah, so 50, 100, 200, 250, 255 when I get all that done right now. And that's if I don't get another 10 right now. Which I may just do that actually, because I have enough stuff if I can, if I want to. So, yeah, I think I may just actually get that then. So we can do another 10 then for that. So that puts us up to a total of 61. So that'd be, let's see, I said every 10 was 50. So that'd be 305 is what it will be then. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad at all, man. 305. And then all we gotta do is get our rally thing for the day on there. So, yeah, looks good to me, man. So we got 305 on that one, so that would take us 60 for Morgan, 120 for Shane, so that'd be 180 right there on that. And then it would be essentially 120-ish more to go then. So I could get Abraham up to 4 stars for sure. I could get Rosita up to a 4-1. I could get Holly up to a 4-1. And then who else could we got up there? Probably do Princess up to close to a 4 actually on that. Or maybe one of the other characters, I'm not sure yet. Pending here. Okay, Mercer needs 100 to go until he gets to 4. Where the hell is Laura in this? She's not there. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she needs 140 more to get her up to 4 stars. And then Princess would need 90. So let's figure that out then. So we got, let's think about this from right now. So we got 60, 90, 180. Plus 30 would be 210, 220. Plus whatever Abraham uses, just a couple right now. So what I may actually end up doing in this is I may just do Shane. I may do Morgan and Shane up all the way to 5s, and then do Abraham, Rosita, Holly, and I think I may have enough to get Rick up to a 4-2 after that. Then the other like 40-ish, give or take. So I think I would have enough on that one. Don't quote me on that, obviously, but I think I'd have close to enough. That's what it is. So I think that's what I'll do on that. You just do him that way is what it is then. So sounds good to me, man. Sounds good to me. You start having, much better Rick after everything's said and done then. So, and with that one's got to be done, obviously, and then we got, that's like 61 there. Main account right now is a shitload as well. I think it's like 30, 40, something like that. Still need to be done there is what it is. And we may or may not be able to get another 10 there. If we scrimp and save our coinage, here's what it is then. So, we probably could actually do another 10 there. Do we have anything left to replenish, though, is the question. We don't. So we would need to go directly out of the thing right now, which would be... Okay, we still have enough to do that and get our daily thing, but then we're out of fragments pretty much after those, or rubies after that, basically. We will get a bunch of fragments, though, so right now we have 35 fragments to go, so that'd be 45 then if I do that. And that would make us into, I think we could get almost a 7-star Rick right now, because we have 76 to 120 right now, so that'd be 50. So let me figure this out. 45, so that'd be, so every 10 is 50, right? So 50, he'd be up there. Actually, be less than 50 right now. Be 44 right now. So we would need 100, 240 after that then. So let's figure this out then. So got, if we do 45, that would be 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 225, I think, right? Does that sound right? Where's that now? So every 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45. Yeah, so 225, I think is what it'll be then. So that'd be like 50, so it'd be like 175 left. So I could get that to somewhere between 4 and 5 right now. So it'd be like basically 6-4 with a bunch of frags on it then. That's not bad, actually. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that then, if that be the case. And we'll figure it out after that then. So I think that's worth it right now to grab that. So yeah, I think we'll do that then, and then go and do as much other shit as possible today. It'll be then. Hopefully that'll do us up a few things here then, and we can get some stuff done then. So let's see. That takes us to. Oh yeah, that's right. We can get 46 actually, because we'd have the other 10 or the other 5 from that last fragmentation for what we have for our thing right now. We just now had, because I completely forgot we needed to do 10 transmission things what it does then. So yeah, those are done now. So that would be 46 then that we need to do those today. And then it's like 10 to 20 all the other accounts that will be. So I think like 8 to 20, something like that. So let's figure this out right now. Let's see, network account. We got, what is our frag count right now? We have 33 in this one, because I think I spent 2K what it was for some stuff. We have 27 left, so we can do, all right, let's do that as like 15 there. Got a whole shitload of fucking fragments for the thing there. So we got more than enough to actually cover that up. So grab some of these, some of these. Okay, so we got more than enough. We can actually finish that off then. Okay, so that would be 19 in here right now. So we'll up this to 29 for the day then. And go from there. Hopefully get that done in a couple of hours. It'll be then. And then obviously we want to get that to 60K if we can. Start getting into, stuff for the top 100 stuff so it is there. And then let's see, where is the opens account at right now? So we got just under 4K right now in that account. So it'd be, let's figure this out right now. Okay, never mind. I got the stuff on that one then too. So okay, do we have any extra frags here? Okay, we got a bunch of stuff from that. Got almost enough there. So we do have like just enough, it looks like, to do that and get a dog for the day then. So, because we are out of other stuff to grab at then. So if we do this though, we would go up to, what is our count right now? 8. So we could get another 10. So that'd be 18 then for that one. I think it's worth it because, again, doing what I need to do here, it's a whole thing, man. And knowing what I need to get basically is a whole thing as well, which is going to be quite a bit of shit, honestly, when it's all said and done. So, yeah, we got Morgan is already at a 6 or 7. I'm sorry. Rick is a 6 going into a 6-1 at some point here. So got 50 to go until, or 49 to go until 6-1 right now. So it'd be 485, 29, I think is what it is. And then that would be 18, so it'd be 25, 50, 75, 80, 90 on that one then for that. So, yeah, that'll at least do him up to a 6-1 and then a little bit into 6-1 it will be then. So that's not too bad. So, and like I said, if we can get other guys done, then that'll be sweet. And look forward to doing a bunch of other shit here today is what it is then. I'm getting a bunch of things done there. So, let's see what we got here on this one. Do my melee up to 5 there. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day then is what it is because I am thoroughly exhausted right now and I am seriously on the cusp of passing out right now. So the last thing I want to do is, again, fall asleep on camera and ruin an otherwise perfectly good chat here. But I'll be back here a couple days. Not sure exactly how long it'll be yet, but sometime in the next couple days to like a week or so, give or take. I'll be doing Stand Your Ground Saturday on the regular network channel. Hopefully tomorrow, as long as YouTube doesn't try to fuck me with a channel strike for some shit. So, otherwise it might be on here. So, anyway. But, yeah, other than that, that's pretty much where we're at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will be back, like I said, tomorrow on that channel, and then probably like a week or so from now, give or take, on this channel. I'm hoping we can actually get everybody together sometime in the next week that are in the Season 8 region here and figure out what the hell's going on currently and then just sort of have a discussion and whatnot. Because I know that there was a bunch of people who, you know, they were like the essentially leadership crew that got everything to get going then and are responsible for helping us get the truce done for the rest of the season. Here's what it is then. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I understand we got this truce rolling now, but like, okay, what about season 9? Like, do we have anything going for that yet? Or is it like, are we figuring out what we're going to do there is what it is? Because the thing is, obviously, we're not going to win season 8 right now. So we're basically doing what we can is what it is. And, you know, basically, yesterday had a whole bunch of scamps and shit like that we needed to do. And I helped out with most of those is what it was. I don't know if I missed any or not, but if I did, it was when I was gone for that 4-ish hours, give or take there. Maybe 5 hours actually when it's all said and done. But anyway, and then yeah, it's a whole thing, man. But anywho, like I said, though, it was interesting though, and yeah, we'll figure it out, and we'll figure out what the hell's going on in this whole thing, and discuss what the hell is happening across the board right now is what it is, and yeah, go from there basically, and do what needs to be done to do certain things and help out with certain ways of doing certain stuff is what it is, and going down certain pathways and whatnot. So, but anyway, it's funny too to me that everybody was talking about, obviously before we made this truce, about them all getting murked by like that GDC 11 guy, and I was like, yeah, you know who's not getting murked out? People like me who are smart enough to either A, put up a fucking shield in time and have it run for enough time to where I know I'm gonna, you know, be able to reset another one before it expires or whatever it expires, what it is there. Or B, I'm going to sit there for 10 hours on the fucking thing, and then I'm going to come back in like 2 hours before my shield expires and take my big fat ass out of the fucking season region is what it is then, during random kill events and what have you. So, which is what I did last night, actually. It was like right before reset, because we were about to have our shields expire within like an hour of that or something. I pulled all my dudes back over is what it was then, and then of course I was talking with Corey last night during the chat, and I was trying to do stuff at the same time as what it was. So, but yeah, hoping to get a hold of my cousin at some point today as well that I talked to yesterday, and see if he would know any places that I could go to, you know, start doing like resale stuff is what it is here, and figure some stuff out with reselling stuff and whatnot. So I know they know a guy locally that buys quite a bit of stuff is what it is. So even, you know, 10, 15 bucks here is what it is for certain things would be nice, because at least then it's a little bit of money in my pocket is what it'd be, man. And I know he'd be making some money off of it then, if that'd be the case then as well. So, but yeah. And yeah, and knowing that I only paid, you know, half $1 for it is nice. And then being able to flip that for, 10, $15 or it is there here and there and stuff like that. So worked for me, man. Just a little bit more change in my pocket, a little bit more money going towards the bank account and being able to, afford a rent at some point. Here's what it'll be then or something, depending on where I end up at after this place gets sold later on in the year. So, but anyway, like I said, most likely next week we'll not be doing any chats at all because family, specifically the siblings, are coming in next week into next weekend, and my sister will be here most of next week is what it is. So not gonna be able to do anything with her in the house is what it is. So it's a whole thing, man. Plus we're gonna be the two of us. I'm not gonna have time actually anyway because I'm gonna be doing stuff to move a bunch of shit around with her and whatnot and figure out like where this goes, where that goes, packing up stuff in boxes, most likely packing up different clothes of mom's for donation or, sale or whatever it's going to be then, et cetera, and so forth and so on. And then of course, her and my brother figuring out what they want to take from the house is their third of the house share of mom's, things that were in this house is what it is, where I'm going to be taking the other third, obviously, but when it's all said and done, I think what we've worked out essentially is like, I'm going to be taking the majority of the stuff as a third, and then they're going to be taking like what they want as the thirds, which is not going to be a whole ton of the stuff that they want is what it is. So it's more or less going to be like all the furniture in this room, etc. is going to go with me someplace and so forth and so on. And then it'll be other like various things they'll take with them, like different, cabinetry and other random bullshit basically that they would want. That was mom's items and stuff. And of course, there's a bunch of stuff out in the garage they could take for that matter. That's all tools and shit if they want to take that stuff, obviously. So anyway, but yeah, my cousin was talking to me too because we got a bunch of cans out there to take to a recycling place. So hopefully we'll do that here in the next few days to a week or so or something like that. And then again, I got some more money there to put into, either my bank account or basically just have on hand if I would want to go with my other cousin, his son, to the bidding place here then again and do some stuff in the next week or two is what it is then. So it'd be nice to go, and it would be nice to go back there again because, like I was saying, with his thing was he was able to get a nice bait caster fishing reel there that was like $60-$70 everywhere else, and he paid I think it was like less than $5 for it, what it was there because he got really lucky that day is what it is. And from my understanding, it makes sense because a lot of the stuff that they are selling at this place, it's all this place in general. It's almost like a weird version of Ollie's. Doesn't know what that is. It's obviously Ollie's is a nationwide retailer that essentially buys. I think theirs is like unclaimed freight pallets from different places or something like that's what it is there. And this is kind of what this other place I was talking about does too. To a lesser extent because it's only here in Ohio that they exist. If I'm not mistaken, I think maybe they have like one location in Pennsylvania someplace or something. So I'm not sure exactly what the deal is there. But either way, it's like it's only like basically East Coast state or states is what it is there. So, but yeah, it's a really nice place though is what it is, dude. And I think it's going to catch on more, honestly. Like the more that we go down in downhill as a country right now, I think you're going to see more of these kind of places pop up where it's like, nickel and dime shit or whatever. And it's just people trying to make nickels and dimes, and that's what it is. So, and if that be the case, and those nickels and dimes could turn to, quarters and dollars, that'd be nice. Because then again, it's also, being able to, potentially buy some stuff into the game. That's what it is then. And maybe, have a little bit of wiggle room there to purchase a thing here or there is what it is then. Because nothing else, like I said before, I'd like to be able to, if I can do a little finagling there and be able to get the $20 I would need per account then for that Ruby buy, that'd be nice. But again, that's not really in my forefront right now is what it is. That's like far down the line for priorities is what it is, man. When I actually have like some decent income coming in, it's not anything right now is what it is. So, but yeah, like I said, it's interesting to see see a truce actually be reached. My only guess is because you had people like Killer Bees, etc., realizing, they thought they were untouchable to begin with, and then they started realizing, like, oh shit, people actually are, just as much of a pay to win as I am, and they can actually hurt me and stuff. And yeah, when he realized that, and other people realized that too, for that matter, they're just like sort of stopped as what it was, and like we're like, okay, like, can we have a truce here, whatever the case be, or like having some like weird like false truth or whatever it is there. So I think I'll wait a few days, honestly, for not wearing a shield after the kill event happens here. Because I think, like I said, it's going on for a couple more days anyway, and I'll wait like a day or two after that. Then while still wearing shields, just to see if anybody does get smacked out of nowhere or whatever, and it's like some false truth or whatever, or some false truce or whatever. Then, but that being said, though, the fact that people are willing to set up staging points on the thing to do like merit exchange with, though, that sort of tells me one thing, and that means that people actually are serious this go around, is what it is. Because if you're willing to do that, obviously, like, you're pretty close to being able to, actually have like a real legit, like, you're not gonna fuck me, I'm not gonna fuck you kind of thing, is what it is there. And like I said, you'll be able to have, people that want it being able to make at least top 700 this season, whereas people like me maybe will get fucked out of the universal frags entirely on that one. I don't know right now, because again, it would take so much to get up there, is what it is, man. So anyways, and I only got like I think 2 more weeks or something like that in this go or something right now, because I want to say it's on the might be 3 weeks actually. I think it's the 29th is when we actually finish up the season, which would be 2 weeks from Friday. So yeah, it's just another 3 weeks now. It's like 20 more days then. So makes sense. So I don't know if I can get it done in 20 days or not, though. But I'll try my best, obviously, and go from there, basically. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. And but yeah, it'll be interesting to see where everybody ends up, everybody stands after season 8, and where we're going to season 9 is what it is there, and if we can actually win season 9 or not. Obviously, it's not until we start season 9, from my understanding, that we can actually start using our token stuff from season 8, which is absolute bullshit entirely. It should be even just the middle of season 8. As soon as you got the token, you should be able to use the stuff, or at minimum, like, season's end should be the actual time where you can use it then. Not, oh, you have to wait a whole nother season. Okay, cool. Now you got to go there for like another, X amount of days, whatever it is, like 10 days, 15 days, whatever it is there. And then it's like, oh, by the way, here you can finally use your shit now. Like, it's a bunch of BS, dude, entirely. So, but yeah, from my understanding, we're still, I think, number 1 in that second slot. So for the top clan, or top coalition, or yeah, it'd be top coalition of the second coalition is what it is there. And if that be the case, we can maintain that. We'll obviously take, it's like 195K or something like that in the rewards or some shit by the end of the season then. So that'd be sweet. And I was figuring out like what I could actually do with that. And it's basically the plan right now is the new character Patrick will just buy every single frag of his out then, which will be enough to get him, and enough to get him to, like, I think it's like 2.5 stars, give or take, maybe something like that. And then you would have, besides him, we would obviously get a bunch of Negan fragments, a handful of universal fragments, like 4 or 5 probably at most. That would be my guess. Maybe 10, depending on how much we actually have. There's what it is, and how much everything costs, what it is then. Or no, sorry, it would be it probably would be about 5 actually. Now I'm thinking about it, if any at all, for that matter. And then you would have the long ranges would be a ton of those, would be as well. And then you'd have, I think we'd probably get like a dog of maybe each litter. That's a 7 or whatever. So that'd be like, I think those are like 2,500 a piece or something like that. So maybe we'll just get a dog and not like all 3 dogs or whatever then. So either way, it'll be a whole thing there. And yeah, I'll figure it out eventually, is what it is, man. Get a plan going here in the next, week or 2 is what it is there, while I'm doing some other stuff. But yeah, plan for today basically is to burn through all these knife tickets, is what it is, here in the next, 6-8 hours, give or take. whenever I get up in the morning here about 7, 8 a.m. is what it is. And then, spend the rest of the day pretty much doing that stuff for the few hours it's going to take to do that, obviously. Meantime, it'll be doing the main stuff on the main 3 accounts then in this in 144 region there, and finishing off their last 20 rallies that they need to basically get the 50 rallies for the day is what it is there. Which, the only thing I wish about Knife Challenge, honestly, is depending on how you did it previous to that, like if you're able to just get it gone all the way through, whatever the case be, you should just be able to hit, like, instead of actually having to just go another knife or like the higher up ones or whatever the case be, there should just be a thing where you can just hit like replay for frags or something like that. And if you got like 5 the previous time, you can still get 5 the next time, and like so forth and so on. Just keep doing that over and over again is what it'd be. So it'd be nice if we could get that obviously being a thing, but unfortunately that's not the case. You got to keep playing and playing and playing and playing and playing. Like I said, it takes anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, give or take, per thing. So it will take a while to get that done. Obviously, like several hours. Would be my guess. But when it's all said and done, it'll be well worth it, obviously, because then I'll end up with a, I think it's either close to or a level 7 Rick in the main there. And then I want to say it's the same thing with one of the other secondary accounts. I'll end up really, really close to that. And then I will have, I believe it is Morgan in the other account then. I think he's almost at a 7, and I think then you'll have Rick become like a 6-1 or a 6-2. It's all said and done then, depending on fragmentation and stuff. So, but yeah, anyway. Yeah, it was fun, and I'm very happy to finally be getting to 120 is what it is right now, so it's only a matter of time before, obviously, I have enough fragments in the coming, different events and stuff like that, specifically for the Rescue Rick events and whatnot, to be able to get both Rick and Shane up to 120s. And then eventually it'll just be, putting those fragments towards, the 260 fragments needed to up whichever one of them then to the first level towards 8 stars it'll be then. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting then. But anywho, yeah, I'm fading extremely fast right now. I'm like seriously about to pass out in this fucking chair, dude. So, because my eyes are fucking closing, and I've been here for almost an hour. I shouldn't even been here this long as it is. So, yeah, we'll be back later tonight on High Picture Education Network channel. Stand Your Ground Saturday. We'll be talking about the Kyle Korith, and I believe the guy's name was Chad Reed that he killed that night on the porch there. So we'll be discussing if that specific Stand Your Ground case is actually legit Stand Your Ground, or if it's actually murder that was basically let go as a self-defense scenario there. So anyway, and then from there, I think we're going to move off of Texas and come to some other state then for the next Stand Your Ground after that, where it'll be, different things. And like I said, I think we're going to start doing this territory kind of thing is what it is there, where you have, cases out there like Daniel Perry's or like Kyle Korith or other people like that, where some of them are obviously clear-cut cases of self-defense in the case of Perry versus Kyle Korith, who may or may not have been in the right there is what it is. And, I think we've had a jury basically decide it to the most part, but he also has civil lawsuits against him right now for wrongful death as of, I think it was last year there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that stuff then. But, yeah, anyway, I'm going to try and do as best I can with that whole backstory on that one too, because really that whole backstory, that whole situation with that dude and his ex-wife and the guy he killed, and then that dude's ex-wife is really fucking weird, dude. It was basically, you essentially had both men fucking each other's ex-wives, what it was. So it was very strange. And, yeah, the whole thing was just very, very, like, it didn't really feel like, I wouldn't really say it's like Hatfields and McCoys per se, but, like, it almost felt like it was, like, some weird, like, I don't know, incestual timeline maybe or something that existed out there in history. I'm not even sure at this point, man, because my mind is too too out of it to really think properly. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day then. Hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good one, y'all. Stay safe, vigilant, always all that stuff. And on top of that, obviously, if you are gaming and you are free to play, good for you. Keep trying to be that thing. In a world of pay to wins, we need more free to play people. Is what it is, man. In a world of people who think it's okay to just tap a fucking button and pay all the rubies for it to be able to get ahead while not doing anything to help anybody else out, again, those people are a detriment overall because, yeah, they might be the strongest of things and whatnot, but at the same time, it's like they're not going to be the guy who is able to get things done then or whatever as a whole when it's just them versus X amount of people and stuff. And eventually the X amount of people will actually be able to figure out they can fight back against that shit. And so they'll purposefully leave stuff sitting out or whatever the case be so that they can actually be like, oh, yeah, you know what? Fuck you guys kind of thing's what it is. So anyway, basically honeypots is what I'm talking about in that one. But yeah, anywho. So like I said, been fun, been real, been cool. Game's always fun, always will be. Enjoying a lot of the new stuff. Really wish they would still implement a couple other things in it, is what it is, just for me personally, but I don't think that's ever going to happen, even though there are more people than just myself calling for it, is what it is. But again, it really just depends on who is to a point right now where, they're willing to do that kind of thing and, help keep a game that they, want to play or whatever the case be, both live and, not screwing people over is what it is then, because it's microtransaction stuff is what it is then. But anyway, have a good one, y'all. Later.